Hello, guys. It's another beautiful day in the world of football. The Champions League quarterfinal second leg is upon us. What are we going to expect despite the amazing results from the first leg, most especially the surprising results in the quarterfinal first leg, where Arsenal actually won Real Madrid convincingly with the three goals. The three goals at Emirates Stadium. It's amazing. It's actually a good game for Arsenal fans. Declan Rice scored the love fries on Arsenal on Real Madrid jerseys, man. He served them without rice, so
uh,
honestly speaking.
the chopper where
Jollof.
Now it's
hmm,
time for before we go deep down into the second leg proper between Real Madrid and Arsenal. Also, Bayern Munich also lost at home to Inter Milan 2-1.
yeah
2-1. And let's say the game is done for Barcelona, they are into the semi-final already because I don't see Dortmund coming back from 4-0 to go and Barcelona again. I don't think so.
not
I don't
possible.
think so. So yeah, guys, that's everything in the world of football in the quarterfinal. And man, it's going to be a very great game in second leg of football, most especially between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. As Inter Milan welcome Bayern Munich to Italy for the second leg of the Champions League after winning 2-1 away at
Munich,
Allianz Arena in
Allianz
Munich.
Arena.
And also, the game of the week, Real Madrid to play Arsenal,
Yeah.
second leg. Despite losing 3-0 in the Champions League first leg against Arsenal, Madrid are of the belief that this second leg they are going to defeat Arsenal and qualify to the next round. Guys, do you think Real Madrid can actually do it? Do you think Arsenal can get the job done? As for me, I will leave it to my co-host Emmanuel and Aguero. Just tell me what they feel about the second leg of the quarterfinal between Real Madrid and Arsenal. Knowing fully well that immediately after the first leg at Arsenal when Real Madrid lost 3-0, Madrid stopped selling away tickets to Arsenal fans. You know what that means? They believe in their home soil. Ramontada, or how they used to call it, at Bernabéu.
Santiago Bernabéu.
They believe they can do it. Peter, Real Madrid need 4 goals or more to defeat Arsenal and qualify to the next round. Do you think this Real Madrid team, this current Real Madrid team with their form, do you think they can get the job done?
Okay, first of all, let me say kudos to the Arsenal team, kudos to Arteta and the boys, Declan Rice, for serving Madrid the hot jollof rice. Um, I think nobody saw it coming, even if anybody believed Arsenal was going to win, not with three goals deficit. So it was a great performance from Arsenal. But there's one thing again we need to understand is that Real Madrid has this record, the comeback in Champions League. There's a way Real Madrid plays this Champions League that any other team cannot. You understand? When you think that they are out of the game, that's when you see them perform the magic. You understand? So I'm not writing Real Madrid off. If only they can score two goals in the first 15 minutes of the game,
Do you think that's possible?
it's possible with Real Madrid. But not the Real Madrid of last week, though. With the right Real Madrid that we know, with the right mentality, you understand.
Yeah.
If they come into the game with the right mentality, like the Real Madrid we used to know, they can come back and win the game.
Mm.
That's my take on this Real Madrid and Arsenal game. You understand? Santiago Bernabéu is not just somewhere you can come and flex your muscle. You understand?
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
you cannot write Arsenal off because they've been outstanding, they've been fantastic. The mentality, the commitment, and the belief, resilience is everything. So kudos to the Arsenal team, but at Bernabéu, I believe the first 15 minutes, Real Madrid will see the game.
We might need to see the game in the first 15 minutes, and you have the belief that Madrid are going to qualify to the next round of the Champions League. Emmanuel,
Yeah.
do you believe Real Madrid can also make it to the next round of the Champions League, or you think Arsenal have
Yeah.
already done the job? They are moving to the semi-final.
Like you said, good kudos to them. But no, Arsenal cannot go anywhere. Even if Arsenal won the game 5-0, I will still tell you that they were going to go out. Because Real Madrid that day, if you watch the game properly, you saw that they were out of shape. They were not, I think the only two consistent players, there were only two people who played the game was Courtois and Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, that's
Every other
Courtois in the first half, man. He actually
100%.
saved
Yeah, a
Real
lot
Madrid.
of
That's why
saves.
Yeah.
And Camavinga too.
that's giving
And the
True.
first half, Camavinga was
yeah.
outstanding.
Kamavinga was
Yeah,
there,
A
was
lot
winning
of
all challenges. Yeah.
interceptions. Yeah.
So, like for me, that's the people I would give kudos to. And then you could see that even Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and every other person in the front line, they were not in the spirit of winning that
They
day.
were lost.
They were just playing for the sake of playing sake. So for me, I think on the second leg, like you said, Bernabéu have its own spirit. It's a different avenue, it's a different stadium. And then Real Madrid is like the favorites of the Champions League, not because they are being favored by the referees. They play to the game. They play. So I know that going to Spain, going to Bernabéu, Arsenal should just forget about whatever they've had. It's celebration time for them. They've done their best. They should keep up to the win. A win is a win. It is for them. But in the second leg, I am so sure. I'm not so certain about the 15 minutes win, sealing the game 15 minutes, but I am sure full time Real Madrid will skate through. It will be a Real Madrid win on that day.
As for me, like I said when I said that Arsenal can actually surprise Real Madrid, people don't believe me. They thought I'm mocking Arsenal because I don't really like Arsenal like that. But when it comes to how Real Madrid has been playing this season, I actually believe Real Madrid has not been in very good shape.
Yeah.
They are not very consistent, even in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, now for example, look at the last one they played La Liga. They struggled to get on
1-0.
1-0.
All of us.
And yeah, it is a thing of mentality. Everybody know that Santa Bernabéu is an amateur. For anything that is coming out, Madrid is ready to slaughter you. But I'm of the belief that Arsenal cannot be so fearful.
Yeah.
They cannot be so fearful to jeopardize that 3-0 win for the first leg. Yeah, I know Arsenal is going to Real Madrid to go and play against everything. They are playing against the fans, they are playing against the environment, and they are playing against a very determined team. And let's not forget, this Arsenal is not Chelsea. This Arsenal this season they are not
Chelsea, they are not Man U.
Yeah. So
they've been good.
and kudos to the one, the Arteta has actually been doing some fantastic job for the team.
Yeah.
That's why I felt that they missed out on the league. But in the Champions League, in fact, I was surprised that Arsenal were able to win 3-0 in the first leg. But I actually feel, yes, Real Madrid can actually defeat Arsenal. But Arsenal is going to make it the next round. Yeah, I'm giving it to Real Madrid to win. I'm thinking Real Madrid, okay, win
at the Bernabéu.
But the most surprising thing is that Arsenal can still go there to go and win. But I see Arsenal qualifying to the next stage. That's no matter what the result is. Arsenal is my favorite to qualify to the next stage. So talking about Arsenal, my favorite going to the next stage. You said Madrid is my favorite going to the next stage. You said you feel Arsenal cannot do it.
Arsenal
what
can
do you
never.
think Arsenal, Real Madrid need to do more? What do you need? They need to focus more.
Yeah.
To qualify to the next stage. If they do it, what do you think? If they do that thing, do you think if they do that thing, can it get them to the next? Move to the semi-final?
Yeah, I think the whole lapses came from the Madrid midfield. Yeah, the midfield is shaky. The gap between the attackers and the midfielders is too much. You understand? So that connection was not there. You understand? If Madrid can work on that, because if you see Madrid lose the ball before the attackers can cover up, the pressure is already on the defense because the midfield is empty. You understand? But if the defense, the midfield can work together with the attackers, you understand? It should be a team of massive attack, massive defense. You understand? And when you have the big boys that are not marking for the team, it will affect the team because Arsenal is an attacking team. Take it or leave it, and their midfield is formidable. When you have the likes of Declan Rice, Partey doing his havoc, you understand, doing all the dirty work, and Declan Rice is also doing the dirty work and pushing the attack. You understand? You definitely get it up. And let's not forget about Odegaard. He's the engine room of that team. You understand? Yeah, Saka is back, causing havoc from the other side of the wing.
It was the one that played the free kick for Arsenal.
Yeah, so his impact in that game was a huge one. So if only Madrid can work on that midfield, you understand? I think if the midfield is fine, the attack will work perfectly well. You understand? And the defense too will connect. You understand? Okay. So when it comes to the goalkeeper here, we know Courtois can make some kind of save that you don't expect and everything, but they really need to work on that midfield. I think if they can, they'll have.
How about what do you think Real Madrid or Arsenal need to do? What do you think Arsenal should do to make them lose the game?
Or to make them lose?
Yeah.
Well, that's a shaky question, but Arsenal just need to let let down their guard in terms of the defense because in the terms of Real Madrid, I would say their defense was not as outstanding as it used to
This
be.
season, yeah, they
You
have
know,
not been
Rudiger was playing with the padded knee. Alaba was playing with the padded knee. There's no news about them being injured, but playing and watching them,
you
I
know,
could
they are
see that they were not in their best
Yeah.
form. So I think they really need to pad their defense properly. Real Madrid have no chance. They have no more chance to concede. There is no chance for them to concede. Even if they're going to win 1-0, 2-0, they don't have to concede. That is the most important thing. If they don't concede, then Arsenal is going to lose. Because as soon as they start conceding from Arsenal, then it's a lose game. Because I think all Real Madrid needs to do is just to keep pumping the goals. If they could get at least a goal in the first half, I'm not saying they have to give 10 goals in the first half, but a goal in the first half alone shakes the whole mentality. Everyone was going to be like, okay,
You
we're
can
up to
do
the game
it.
now. Yeah, let's go on. So, but Arsenal is going there with the mindset of, like you said, trying to skate through to the next round. They have the mindset, they will be going there to say they are going to defend.
Yeah.
They might want to go and defend and say, okay, no one's going to score. But with the likes of Mbappe and the rest of them, everyone is
You,
fired up right now to say you
exactly.
can't lose this because this is the only opportunity. They're not winning the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
this is the only stage they have to perform.
And
So
it will
I
be a
think,
bad thing for them to go empty-handed
yeah,
at
to
the end
lose
of
to
the
a team like
season.
Arsenal, especially. I'm not saying Arsenal is a scrappy team, but Arsenal in the world of football, they're not trophy inclined.
Yeah,
So
but you know, Madrid, Arsenal has an edge over Madrid. You know,
in
Madrid
terms of
has
head to
never,
head meets, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So it's another thing. So the thing is, Arsenal, Madrid, Arsenal is a very, as Arsenal would want to do everything, and for them to skate through, the only chance they have to skate through is them not defending against Real Madrid.
yeah,
They have to defend, come out and play. That's the only way they can. But if they go to defend against Real Madrid,
yeah.
take it or leave it, they are going out.
Yeah, I think it will leave with Arsenal. If they want to defend against Real Madrid, they are going. They might go out. But I actually think what Arsenal need to do more. What Arsenal need to what Real Madrid need to be aware of is on that day they should be aware of the counter attack from Arsenal.
Yeah,
Honestly speaking, if you look at the Premier League game between Arsenal versus Brentford, technically I saw what Arsenal are expected to go and play at Real Madrid. They wanted to play counter. They wanted to cut Madrid because they know that Madrid will come at them looking for goals,
They want to catch them off
and
guard.
they want to carry them like a counter attack. Because look at Partey's goal against Brentford in the Premier League. The
yeah.
counter attack that Declan Rice started, before Brentford player were like, oh, before they knew it,
They're already in the box.
three players are in the box and
Yeah,
they get the goal. So I think Real Madrid should be aware of that. Despite the fact that they wanted to score more goals, they should be aware that this Arsenal team is dangerous. Let's not take that out. The way
yeah,
the Arsenal team played, the way they started the attack, well, I think what actually makes Arsenal different this towards the end of the season is that they tend to realize that they need a plan B, and the plan B has been working for them. I actually feel if they have actually used that plan B during that December period, they should be contending for the Premier League. They are now very good with counter attacks. And they have Martinelli on that side, and they have Saka on that side, and it's have Declan Rice when they give the pass, it's not staying there, it's moving forward. So as Real Madrid actually need to be aware of that situation. And for Arsenal as well, the only thing that I think can cause Arsenal in the game is if Arsenal are too fearful. They are too fearful of Madrid, Santiago Bernabéu. But like you said, Arsenal has a very good record against Real Madrid last time they met, and that should be like a ginger because I don't see a team going to the second leg with 3-0 and
I'm still
maybe
losing
and
falling
out.
losing
away.
the game.
If Arsenal fall to that 3-0 against Real Madrid, that means Arsenal will never win any trophy in their history.
Never.
Yes, because a Chelsea team can never do that. If this poor Chelsea team cannot even concede 3-0 against Real Madrid, because the fans will be the coach, not the manager anymore. They tell you what
Exactly.
we need you to do today is pack the bus. Arteta is not good with packing the bus. It's not just Mourinho who is dynamic with every tactics. Mourinho, Conte cannot lead 3-0. I don't know if they bring Barcelona and Real Madrid combined, they will play you around football.
You're out.
So
Just have it at the back
It's
people
of your
are,
gone.
and
mind
also
that
some people
you're
are
out.
actually expecting Arsenal to go and pack the ball. I don't think it will work for Arsenal because
No, parking the bus
they're
is
not a good defensive
like
a
shooting
good
yourself
defensive
in
team.
the leg, you
Yeah,
know.
And another thing for Real Madrid on Wednesday that I need Madrid players to be aware if they can't be aware or if they know that is that Real Madrid needs to know that in this kind of game all the players cannot be the star player of the game.
Definitely, there's no star
Exactly.
In
player.
the first leg, I realized that Vinny want to take on the ball, Mbappe want to take on the ball when they can actually do combination play.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they all
So
wanted to play individual.
individual, they want to
Yeah,
quickly use the speed. Let me go and get the goal against Arsenal. But now they need to know that they need to play combination play. Another thing I think Real Madrid need to do right now against Arsenal again is Ancelotti need to switch from that 4-4-2 in the first leg to a 4-3-3 formation, because playing Rodrigo in the front system is like limiting the guy ability. And looking
Exactly.
at it, I must tell you, Rodrigo is the face of Real Madrid in the Champions League. He
he,
get them the goal against Manchester City. He got them the goal
Against
against
Chelsea.
Chelsea. He always does. Whenever Madrid is looking for something, don't be surprised if at the end of the day Madrid is winning 2-0 and they needed one more goal in the quarter final. You see Rodrigo in the final minute and you see Rodrigo give them the goal.
it's
That is what he is
possible.
capable
Yeah,
of doing.
Rodrigo is possible. Is
But
that
the
yeah?
problem I'm having right now with Ancelotti is that he wanted to play Rodrigo, wanted to play Brahimi.
Yeah,
Yeah, Brahimi is in very good form. But trust me, I will leave Rodrigo on that field in the Champions League for 95 minutes, or I'll start Brahim Diaz in the first half and bring Rodrigo back in the game in the second half. Because Rodrigo, one thing is that once they play, one thing I like about the guy is that he's a very complete player. He knows how to read the game from the bench.
yeah,
And also, another thing is that Vinny, in this kind of game, you need to understand that that left flank, you need to create space for Rodrigo to go and operate from there. Because Rodrigo is being played out of position. He delivers very well from the right wing side. But if Rodrigo goes to that left wing side, he can create more havoc for Arsenal defense.
yeah, better than
So that's
yeah,
another
Exactly.
me on the right.
yeah.
So these are the things I think there should be intermovement of movement between the Real Madrid attackers, Rodrigo, Mbappe, and
And
Vinicius.
Vinny,
Let
yeah,
them switch roles, because when you switch role, Saliba will be lost,
yeah.
Timber will be lost, everybody will be lost. We are three of them in one place. Before you know, they scattered. But when you have the focus, once they give us the mindset that Mbappe will be the number 9 for that game, Vinicius is going to play from right wing and left wing, and Rodrigo is going to play from right wing. Arsenal know how to contain these guys, because there's one thing they call the pattern at which Barcelona used to play Real Madrid is the same thing Arsenal will use. They will invite Madrid because we know you need goals, you wanted to score goals, come to us. But once they get the ball, it is just one simple pass. And looking at this Madrid season, this the Madrid defense this season, they are not about being dribble about, they're not about being dribble pass. They have lost their game about just one penetrating pass. So Madrid needs to be aware of their defensive duties in as much as they want to get the goals.
True in it.
So Arsenal too, I thought Arsenal to play their normal football, defend where they can defend,
Yeah,
try and get one more goal and finish the game.
that's it. That's
So
if at
that's
all.
yeah. So that's everything I actually
If
feel
at
about.
If
all.
at all.
So that's everything I actually feel Madrid need to do about the game. But looking at the lineup and the players available for the game, Kamavinga unfortunately was red carded in the first half towards the
Yeah.
end of the game. What formation and which set of players do you think Ancelotti need to start so that can actually give him the result? Yeah, I know he has his regular 11. And what formation do you think he should stick with, the 4-4 formation to get the result? Or what do you think about your lineup, your
Mm,
lineup prediction or suggestion?
Yeah, the thing is, if he really wants to win this game, he should stick with the formation,
40.
and yeah, 4-4-2 formation. And if the formation is not working,
And he switches.
then he can switch.
He played the formation 4-4-2 to lose 3-0 at Arsenal. Remember?
Arsenal is not Emirates is not Bernabéu.
Okay.
You understand, and the mentality is definitely going to be a different mentality.
That's the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
formation he
yeah.
used against Barcelona at Bernabeu, and they lost woefully against Barcelona as well.
Arsenal is not Barcelona.
Okay.
So I think with that formation, they can still grind results. But as a coach, if you're using a particular formation and you're not seeing the results, you can change the formation in 10, 20 minutes into the game. You can change the formation. You understand? If this particular formation is not working for you, you can change the formation. You have players that are versatile, can adapt to any position. You understand? Any formation you bring on, you understand? So that is not going to be a problem. But I think you should start with the 4-4-2 formation.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-4 formation. For Kamavinga out, which player do you think should step up for Kamavinga
Yeah.
again?
So Amani is there, so he can fit into that position. That's his rightful position too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emmanuel,
Yeah,
second leg at Real Madrid, your favorite over
mm,
Arsenal. Do
yeah,
you think they can actually get the job done?
100%.
Do you think Atleti needs to change some things against
I love
Arsenal,
the
or
Not much.
he should stick with the formation and the game plan for they played in the first leg against Arsenal?
Well, for me, I don't think they should change much about the formation because, like he said, like Peter said, the formation is something that Real Madrid is used to. Too much of switches or too much of changes will cost them more. Because if you play some players out of position because you're trying to be in formation wise,
yeah,
it might cost you because they might not play exactly the way they might want to.
yeah,
But at this point, I think Real Madrid is at disadvantage in every aspect in the sense that they are the ones who need to fight. They are the ones who need to score. The players know what they have to lose. The players know that it's not about the manager anymore. It's about them. They are the ones who need to be on the Champions League pages and say, "Oh, we are doing well." They don't have the league in their grasp. They have nothing to. They're not contending, I would say, because in as much as they win their league games, they're not
yeah,
going to come out and displace Barcelona.
They
So for
will finish
them,
at second.
yeah, they have that pressure on them to do as much as they can. So playing them in their normal positions and playing the normal formation will still be a result for them. And like you said, Chouameni is going to be a good replacement for
for Kamavinga,
Kamavinga because Kamavinga was very, I would say, he's going to be highly missed in this next game.
exactly.
Yeah, he was a key player for
Kamavinga is a
them.
key player for them even against
Yeah,
Atletico Madrid in the round of 16.
Yeah,
yeah, he
He's a
was. He
fantastic
was.
god, football it happened, and honestly to me I actually feel for Real Madrid to actually get the result they deserve against Arsenal, they should go back to their 4-3 formation,
Yeah.
whereby they can naturally bring, because they have this guy fit again now. Vasquez is fit,
Oh, Vasquez is back.
who can play at the right back.
Amazing.
Bring
Valverde
back
can
Pavard to the
pick up, yeah.
midfield, have Koshimene in the midfield, have Bellingham with them. Then let's use the try of Mbappe, Vini, and Rodrigo. If you do not trust Rodrigo enough to start Brahimi.
Bram,
But
yeah.
if you do not trust Brahimi to start, in this kind of game, I will be expecting Ancelotti to play tactical football and do some mind games. For me, for him to have strength in the second half, I'll actually go for him having Rodrigo and Brahimi on the bench and start Adagula. So that in the second half, when the game is not going, you can have two new attacking players
Contributory
come and
ones.
chip
Yeah.
towards the game. If it is to drop out a midfielder and take a body back to right back, drop a defender and take a body back to right back, when you are in control of the game, have more attackers who you know that okay, when in the
They'll
second half
deliver.
they can actually add something, because from what I realize that Ancelotti is not okay. Bring two good players who can actually change the game. What I actually realized is that Ancelotti does not have the confidence to bring in Hendrick or Adagula or any player into the game
Yeah.
whenever they are not
They're losing. Yeah,
comfortable.
that's true.
You get, and this season they actually need to play in a way whereby in the second half they can have players who can have strength. Because if you look at athletic substitution, it is about taking in one midfielder for Modric, bringing in one midfielder for Kamavinga, and that's all. There is not any kind of uh second power or
There's no
power,
tactical
yeah,
change
tactical
going
change.
on.
You
No,
get.
just a
So from this
replacement.
Arsenal, I feel like you have to have that energy, that kind of this thing to keep going, to change the game in the second half. Arsenal, I'm telling you today, I'm telling you, Arsenal will not concentrate. The analysis will not concentrate on Adagula because they know he's not a starter. But if Arsenal now start Adagula against them, that would be like a joker.
Yeah.
And in the second half, I'm not saying Adagula should come and play final minutes. Adagula, I trust Adagula that he's capable of doing something against the Arsenal team. The guy is very talented, so talented. So in the second half, bring out Adagula. If there is need for you to double your attack, bring out Adagula, drop Brahimi at the front of Rodrigo. The Vasquez might not be able to fit enough to
play
to
90
play 90
minutes.
minutes
Yeah.
because of the speed and everything of
The
Arsenal.
intensity. Yeah.
Drop Avadi back to the right back, bring Brahimi again. Let's have four good attackers. There is nothing to lose.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a more tactical way of
yeah. So
playing.
I
Yeah.
feel these are tactical tweaks you need to do against Arsenal, which I think if the employee are not fearful, I trust some managers in kind of game, they go all out. We have nothing to lose. It's either we win or we lose.
That's it.
It's a win or a win.
You get, it's either a win or a win.
Yeah.
So that is my own view about the tactical analysis, which I think Ancelotti can employ to defeat Arsenal. And as for Arsenal, they should be too defensive, they should be too fearful, they should just go out, play their game, cause out for him Madrid, because
It's still a win or a win.
It's still a win or a win because if you look
For
at
Arsenal.
if you look at
Yeah,
the, if you
for
look at the
Arsenal.
first, if you look at the first leg for Arsenal, I think that Arsenal really created a lot. They created some goal scoring chances, but
Yeah.
their goals came from set piece. So
The set
this
piece
Arsenal
goals.
team can score without even getting to the box.
You know, coming to that one, I think very good free kick from Declan Rice.
Yeah, good
But
one.
the wall wasn't good. The wall setup wasn't good. If you watch that game, there were 4 players on that wall, and at some point, the first free kick, kudos, 100% because it was difficult one. He had to cover it around the. But the second free kick was complete mistake by the defenders. If you watch the wall, they were right in front of the goalkeeper, and then on the right hand side, there were 2 Arsenal players who were on that wall. As soon as he was about to kick that ball, the 2 players left, and they were the space he used in scoring. So for me, yes, they can score from set pieces, but if Real Madrid were in that spirit of winning, they wouldn't have got those goals.
You know,
Even the first free kick was a shitty wall, you know.
The walls.
Playing the ball
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They got the goal. See, shitty or not, they got their goals from set piece.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair
Arsenal
words.
set piece has been fine. Looking at the goals they have scored from corner kicks.
Yeah, corner kick have been scoring a lot of goals from corners.
Arsenal is the best team when it comes to corner kick this season.
Yeah.
Followed by Aston
They
Villa.
have a special set piece coach, you know,
you
that has been
So
up
that's
and down.
everything that happened between that's all our expectation between Real Madrid and Arsenal. Personally, the match is open. I think Arsenal should be able to skate through to the semi-final. And my guys there said it is Real Madrid or nothing. So guys, what do you think is going to happen?
Real Madrid or
Do you
nothing.
think you're going to get the job done at Santiago Bernabéu? Real Madrid fans, do you think El Remontada, what they used to call it, is possible? Everything will go down on Wednesday, where we'll be here to sit down and watch the game, and hopefully the best team makes it to the next round.
Yeah.
So before we come to the end of the analysis for the Champions League quarterfinal second leg, what is your score prediction for the game? Real Madrid hosting Arsenal at Santiago Bernabéu, then Inter Milan hosting Bayern Munich in Italy.
Yeah, I think for the full 90 minutes, Real Madrid, Arsenal, it's going to be a 3-0, and they'll be heading straight into the extra time.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
90 minutes, 5-1 to Real Madrid. Yeah, 5-1. Yeah, Saka will score.
Personally, I actually feel Madrid is going to win 2-1, but 2-0, but Arsenal is going to the next round. So guys, that's everything that we are expecting. Everything we could actually feel that can change the game in the quarterfinal second leg of the Champions League. Guys, remember, as Declan don't pour rice for him and they plate, even the chopper,
The chop now. Their belly don't full, so they will feel attack them.
So now, as the belly don't full now, what did they prepare
now,
for
big.
We all will look
up
back.
Loy. Give them loy.
So yes, after Arsenal have served them with the hot jollof rice to stain their white, Madrid will be wearing white again at the Santiago Bernabéu to host Arsenal, who will be going for yellow or a black color. Which team do you think is going to? Do you think Madrid are capable of washing off the stain on their white and pour it on Arsenal face? Say, Declan Rice, chop your rice. Everything is going to happen on Wednesday. All of us will be here to see the action. Guys, don't forget to subscribe on our channel. Watch the video, keep like, share, and don't forget to subscribe and share to your friends.
Keep liking.
Catch you up after Wednesday. Hope the best team win. Arsenal fans, let me see you in the comment section. I'm rooting for you guys to make it to the next round of the game. I'm not saying I'm going to win, but I'm rooting for
you want to qualify.
Pause people on our face.
How Arsenal
See you
want
guys
to
next
qualify?
time. Thank you and ciao.
Keep liking. Poof.
Pause people on our face.